All right, my friends, I'm gonna give you my 8 steps for a successful daily routine. If you're looking for a productive, energizing, and healthy day, morning, evening, whatever, then this video is definitely for you. Listen, you wake up, you look at your phone, you look at the news, you roll out of bed, you brush your teeth, you eat breakfast, you do just about the same thing every single morning. Does that sound like you? If that is you, then you're probably normal. Okay, don't freak out. Everyone has their own routine, but nobody should want to settle for normal, ever. So rather than letting life just happen to you every morning, I'm gonna teach you how to take control of your day so that you can perform at a higher level, okay? And then you'll be able to tackle any problems that you might face throughout the day at a higher level. All right, the first thing is gratitude, okay? The first thing that I do in the morning is say thank you for a whole bunch of things. And I personally do this in 2 parts, okay? First, I say a prayer of gratitude. I'm about to ask for a whole bunch of amazing things, but I also believe that in order for me to receive more, I have to be grateful for what I do have first. So I'm gonna say thank you for what I do have. The second thing is I write 3 specific gratitudes in my growth guide. This is the daily journaling system that I use. You should use it as well. So for example, today I wrote down that number 1, I was grateful that I had time to slow down, take Pax and Marley to school, and for the sweet conversations we had on the way. Number 2 was the time that I had to play catch with Pax and watch his confidence in our relationship grow. And then number 3 was bedtime conversations with Marley about God. I want to feel those things. In short, I want to feel those gratitudes. Gratitude means counting your blessings, appreciating just those simple pleasures and appreciating everything that you do have in life. So by practicing this daily habit of gratitude, you'll begin to see and think differently, especially during moments when you just feel stuck or in a rut. It's so important. So regardless of where you're at within your life, your focus should be shifted towards positive. And when we shift our focus from negative to the positive, it helps us see the situation more clearly so that we can stop worrying, which opens our minds up to new solutions. I believe that gratitude can be broken down into really 3 different steps. Number 1, we recognize what we're grateful for. Number 2, we acknowledge that that is true. And then number 3, we take a moment to just appreciate it, to breathe it in. Studies actually indicate that beginning your day with gratitude, it'll rewire your brain to have a more positive outlook on life. So gratitude is a way for us to show appreciation for our blessings and for our life, and lessen the feelings of constantly failing or shortchanging ourselves. It is powerful. Number 2 is to show some love for somebody else. That has been so powerful for me. To be able to take some time to be selfless and focus my attention on others, that's increased my ability to love, it's increased my ability to serve, and ultimately that's increased my ability to be happy, my happiness level. I do this in a couple different ways, okay? I can say a prayer on behalf of somebody else. I can send them a text. I can give them a call, send them a video, or even, possibly just doing something to serve them. This morning I folded the laundry. That was, Brittany was planning on doing that. I woke up early and folded the laundry. It's just something that I can do. Here's the goal. The goal is to take the focus off of ourselves and think more about others. How we can serve them, how we can help them, how we can even be happy for them and their success. When we focus on service, our life becomes very joyful, my friends. All right, number 3 is to write down your goals. Once again, I use a daily journaling system. It's called the Growth Guide to do almost all the steps that I'm going to walk you through. The goals section is this space that is designed to magnetize your mind towards the goals that you're striving for. By expressing and reviewing these every single day, you signal to your subconscious mind that your thoughts and your actions and your decisions should be directed towards reaching and achieving and surpassing those goals. Some days you'll write down your lifetime goals. Other times it'll be your weekly or monthly goals that you're trying to achieve. But regardless, writing these out and then repeating them out loud is an absolute game changer. This way we can see them, hear them, feel them every single day. All right, number 4 are this daily goals section. This has also been a game changer. All these sections have been an absolute game changer. That's why I'm so passionate about them and why we're talking about them. You know, the daily goals section, it's reserved for your most important tasks of the day. We have limited time, we have limited resources, so it's so crucial that we spend our time and energy and resources on the right things. You know, what can you do to make this day a win for you? You know, we tend to take the path of least resistance. Let me give you an example of that. You know, when we just write a to-do list, for an example, it's convenient for us to work on the easiest things first so that we can cross them off our list, right? But the problem with that, you won't find success by mindlessly spending your days checking off a to-do list. Prioritized work beats busy work every single time. Y'all, being busy, that's normal, but making an impact, that's rare. We're on this world, in this earth, to make an impact. The most important tasks that are going to move us forward aren't usually the easiest, which is why we tend to procrastinate on completing them. Research has demonstrated that willpower, that's a finite resource, and it weakens throughout the day. So if you start your day with these easiest tasks, and then once it comes time to complete the most important, and once again, usually most difficult tasks, you're going to be a whole lot less likely to complete them. Wealth, happiness, success, and growth come from consistent, result-producing efforts that can be measured. So when you're prioritizing your daily tasks, I want you to ask one basic question, and that is, if you only had 2 hours a day for critical work activities, what tasks would fill that time? Now, there's a second question that could provide some clarity as well, which is, which activities, if you do not perform today, would result in the worst consequences? By prioritizing your daily tasks and working on the most important ones first, you're a lot more likely to complete them and build momentum for the day. That's powerful. Now, number 5 is our daily timeline. The key to having a kick-ass day is to leave zero or as little white space as possible on your calendar. Have a plan for your time. Write it down. Don't leave any time without a plan, or it will absolutely go wasted. The more white space that there is on your calendar, the likelihood of you reaching your full potential is highly unlikely, okay? This doesn't mean working every hour of the day, by the way. It means that you should prioritize your day and then make time for the most important tasks, those tasks that are going to move you to where you want to go. You want to go to the gym? Awesome, plan it in your day. If you don't, it won't get done. Do you want to catch up with friends on Facebook? Do it. Just plan for it. Want to spend half the day with your family? Awesome. Just make sure that it's planned. You know, the most important thing is to put a time box around it, you know, so you know when you need to move on to the next thing. It's not about working without a break all day. It's about being intentional with your time and where you spend that time. The greatest equalizer is time. Everyone has the same number of hours in a day, but there's a difference between those who perform at the highest level. And it's this, we're highly intentional with our time and where we give our attention. Next is the evening routine, which is just as critical. You know, having a great evening routine is, once again, just as important as your morning routine. That's because mastering your evening schedule will set you up for high energy and focus tomorrow. So really, mastering the morning is about mastering the evening. So one of the ways that we go through our evening schedule, number 6 is wins. We track wins all throughout the day. Benjamin Franklin was famous for his exceptional productivity and rigorous routines, right? He ended each day carefully mapped out by asking, what good did I do today? The win space allows you to, and once again in the daily journal, the win space allows you to take stock of your day and unapologetically brag about how awesome you did. You know, no expectations or thoughts of doing better, only what you did well. Even if it was going to the gym or making that investor call that you had, been avoiding, or, not dropping any Effenheimers throughout the day. This is a way to record all those positive moments, those big and small wins. Making a daily habit of telling yourself the great things that you accomplished, that'll grow your confidence, I promise you. Your confidence in your abilities and, to improve your relationships with yourself and others. So many people take the steps, but they don't give themselves credit for those steps. For example, you've taken the action to listen to this YouTube video for as long as you have. You took action, but making sure that you continue to take action, well, that comes down to changing your identity and acknowledging and celebrating wins along the way. That'll assist you in changing that identity. And that change will assure that you continue taking the necessary actions. So recognizing and celebrating really even our smallest wins, that's a success principle that many people overlook. But the most successful people recognize just how essential that really is. Taking action, dude, that's step number 1. but successful people also recognize the actions that they've taken. That is a critical piece of the puzzle. Number 7 are lessons learned. Y'all, the goal is to use the daily journal to prime your mind towards the positive. So the lessons learned section should be considered this opportunity for a reflection on what didn't go as well as expected. And that's an opportunity to improve on that area in the future. That's powerful. So what will you do if you encounter the same obstacle again tomorrow? If you define that now, your ability to overcome that tomorrow is very, very good. So over time, you're going to begin to naturally start seeing these opportunities for improvement. As you go throughout your day, this is going to set this new pattern, a new behavior for how you consider problems and actionable solutions to those problems where you wouldn't have been able to beforehand. You should actually review the lessons learned area. This is one of my favorite things to do. Review that throughout the weeks, and you'll see how much you have grown and how much you have learned, which once again will increase your identity, increase your confidence, which is key here. All right, number 8 is your evening gratitude. Y'all, take a minute before you go to sleep to write down 3 things that you're grateful for from the day. Very similar to the morning gratitude, this is all about bookending our day with positive thoughts. Don't be surprised, by the way, when this little small action improves your quality of sleep as well. When your mind is consumed by positive thoughts, man, there is not as much room for negative thoughts. So it's easier to drift off to sleep. By taking a few minutes for gratitude and focusing on the positive, you're keeping the worry and the negative thoughts at bay. I'm going to give you a bonus as well, and the bonus is this. Every single night before I go to bed, what I do is I talk to Brittany, have a little conversation, maybe a little bit more if I get lucky, who knows, I don't know, and then I pull my eye mask down. And that's another life hack, by the way, is an eye mask. But when I pull that eye mask down, what I do is I don't count sheep, I don't scroll Facebook, I visualize. I visualize my goals, where I'm looking to go, and I literally visualize gratitude, like I want to feel that gratitude in those goals that I'm achieving in that vision. And that's how I fall asleep. And that is your bonus that will have huge impact on your life as well. All these steps will. All right, y'all, those are my 8 steps to a successful daily routine. I'm going to promise you this. If you can control your morning and your evening, you're so much more likely to crush your day, man. This daily journaling system that I use, I actually got from a guy named Dallas Pruitt. Dallas Pruitt is my mental skills and trainings coach, and I'm so grateful for him. And if you would like one of our daily journals, we're going to leave the link for you right here. Click, get access to a daily journal. And I'm going to tell you right now that when I started using this, my productivity increased and my intentionalism is a word. Look it up. If not, Webster's, contact Webster's, new word alert, intentionalism. I don't know, we're going to go with it. Keep me posted in the comments below if that's a word. But I'm going to tell you what is real, which is the daily journal. Click on the link, get your daily journal, we'll ship it out, and you will crush your daily routines. All right, here's what I want to know. What else would you add to the list? I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what you do. So leave them in the comments below. Y'all, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found value from this. Now go take action on it. Recognize that action that you've taken. Pat yourself on the back and document the whole journey. Aloha, y'all.